Alright, YouTubers, what is up? CD Mangaka here. I'm gonna bring you a little more deathmatch commentary. This one's on Skid Row, kind of just a little more flare up, I guess. I'm not too sure. I believe I'm using the AK-47 here. And I think I actually show you my new class setup deal that's going on. So let's just take a quick look right here. Yep, we got the FAMAS with the SPAS, the M16 with the M10. Right here I have the AK-47 with the SPAS, but I've recently switched it up to the AK-47 with the M1014, and then the TAR-21 with the M10 with the SPAS. So that's that setup. I hope you guys are gonna enjoy it. A little more variety in my gameplay, just a little more versatile. Anyways, this teammate, this guy, you know, he just gets the kill and he like disappears. Apparently somebody noob tubed him by the looks of it. I'm not too sure though. I just barely noticed that in the kill feed. Anyways, the Skid Row game, it's not the best score. It's usually not the standard of scores in which I post up on YouTube, which is like over 5 KD. I get like a 3.5 KD, but I don't get the 20 kills either, so it's a little less impressive. I decided to post it up anyway. I have no idea why. I guess, well, there's actually there's a few moments in here where it's kind of cool to do. Minus the gunfight I got into about maybe 15 seconds ago. That was a little unimpressive. The AK-47's accuracy. It will definitely, if you can get into medium and close range fights with the AK-47, you're on top of the world. Otherwise, you're going to get outgunned at distances. So AK-47, if you would have to rush, but you want to use an assault rifle, the AK-47 is the way to go, in my opinion. So, that's just probably the way to do it. It's best to probably... I'm just repeating myself. I'm stammering. Why the hell am I doing this? I have no idea. Oh, get murkadurked. It's getting very, very slow gameplay. I'm trying to get up to a point in transition area. Let's talk about a little more maps, I guess. I talked a bit about central point maps, such as Derail in a state where there's always a center point, a stronghold to take. So let's talk about Skid Row. Skid Row is the kind of map where the action usually takes place around the central line of it, and then there's also one side of the map that is usually favored over the other. Another map that shares the same similarity is Subbase. In Subbase, you will always... about every time you go into a deathmatch game, all the action takes place in the central area of the map by B flag and then by A flag in domination terms, along the port with all the submarines, not in the very, very back where there's no submarines and there's a couple of storage sheds and whatnot. So usually that means, you know, you have sometimes one area of the map where you get a lot of where there's just dead space, where there's no action going on whatsoever. The only way that you would get any action is if you were over there and the enemy team was spawning all around you. And so that means that transition areas are the best places to post up on. Like this sidewalk right here, this little alleyway, is a great place to do that. Along the back building right here, this is the side where it gets the most action on the playground. That's the best place to be because you get a nice look into the central lobby area, and then you also have access to the stairwell, I guess that's what you call it, directly across from me. So on maps like those, so this is the dominant side of the map on Skid Row. Subbase, it's just that port side along, and if you can post up in the middle and look out, you're usually golden. And here I failed to spray this dude, and I'm just trying to find my kills. I'm trying to get this guy, but once you got the UAV up right now, and so if you can take control of the central area, though, you can push the enemy back into spawn, and then you can kind of push them there. And that's how Subbase and Skid Row usually operate. If you control the center of the map, and then you can just look out to a spawn area, and you can look out all the sorts of windows and just keep them pegged there, down in their spawn on either side of the map. But that's generally how Skid Row and Subbase plays out in deathmatch. And game modes such as in different game modes, the action's all over the place because you just have the objectives all over the place, really. In domination, you'll get action in the back. Although it is best to trap the enemy at A flag, that way they spawn in the back parking lot area, and then your air support can decimate them. So that's a tip for you guys on domination Skid Row. Have C and B, let them have A. And if you start off with Skid Row spawns, you can either take A or C. So I mean, if you have the choice, go for C, leave A alone, let them have that. Then you can just use the stairway and the tunnel and pin them down there. This map has a lot of long sight lines along it as well. Again, you got on both sides of the map, you have the tunnel, which is the long sight line down a transition area to a possible spawn point. Then you also have the sidewalk over to the left of my current position. And so if you can post up there, you can usually do a good job of holding. But I mean, see right here, I'm just posting up along transition areas, trying to keep enemies out. The enemy is being quite offensive though. They're just kind of climbing up after us. And I'm going to go on a little bit of a fun tear here. I also have a pretty cool Predator missile shot. I don't get any kills with it, but I mean, it's just kind of something unique for you guys. Anyways, you get this guy in here. Clock him with the spaz across the room. Checking for another dude. Right about now, I figured the enemy team's spawning right next to me. And I'm like, oh shit. I don't want to call my air support. It would leave me vulnerable. I mean, I want my Pavlo, damn it. So I do this. Jump down, get this dude, turn around. Barely dodge him, Pavlo. I kind of try and muster out the Sandy Ravage within me, but fail. But I got all my kill streaks, and I'm just going to bomb him in. And it looks like there's going to be right around there, so set up my hairs. And then this is a pretty cool Predator. Watch this. Look in front of me. That is another Predator missile. Right there. That is by far one of the coolest shots I've ever seen in this game. That was just a fantastic shot. Just watching it weave back and forth kind of really shows you just how like a staticky that, or well, how unstable the Predator missile really is. Just how a calamity it can be. And you know, it doesn't just flying straight. It kind of goes, spins around. But anyways, now they're kind of back in this back building. So what I want to do is post up on an area where there's an exit point, and then just kind of murk them as they come out. Like right here, I get 2 kills just by standing at the garbage can. Campus, yes, but hey, I'm gonna get a couple more kills. Set up a claymore on my flank. Although I probably should say that claymore. Come back. There's another dude coming out. We see some guy take out a Pavlo with his javelin. I get my revenge on the bitch. And I only need one more for my Predator missile, and then I'll have another kill streak building up. But I kind of cave up and don't get it. There's this dude right here. I try to wall bang and fail because the recoil or something like that. Get the assist, and I see red dot coming from the house, and I figured he's going to come this way. Might as well wait for him. And then action occurs behind me. I'm going to turn around and look and try to pick some goos. Got my hands, cut down my pants and my weapons, and this dude kills me because my claymore was set the wrong way. And that's the last kill I get. But still, that's kind of a look at Skid Row and Subbase. I'll probably talk about Subbase and my Subbase team failed. I hate my team Subbase video, which I will post up. It's a better score than this one. I hope that map talk kind of made sense. I know I didn't have like any visual presentation like other YouTube commentators. Machinima have been doing recently, like Links to Redemption, having like the spawn points, like the map paths drawn out. But I think if you just kind of refer to their videos and look out some of the lines they draw, it will be very effective. Anyways, that's some tips for you guys. I hope they're tips at least. I guess I'll see you in other videos. Ciao.